Hello friends, I'm Ian Starlock here with JPIA here at New York Toy Fair 2015. I'm here with Kelsey, Britt of Square Enix. Kelsey, what can you tell us about the product lineup for Toy Fair 2015?
Well, we have a lot of things that you guys have seen before, but I can give you a little bit more in depth about them. So first of all, we have this DC Comics variant Play Art Sky as designed by Tetsuya Nomura. Of course, Tetsuya Nomura is world famous Final Fantasy character designer. He also is the creator of Kingdom Hearts, so I think you guys probably know him pretty well. So his Batman design is really impressive. It has lots of articulation. The cape is huge. There's some auxiliary arms on the back of his cape that act like they look like gargoyle claws. And then also he has these this Catwoman design that he did as well. And she has sort of like a spiked tail. So if you think about a cat like being like surprised and all of its hair going on in, think of it as like a sort of weaponized version of that. And then she also, of course, has like long claws like we see sometimes in Catwoman's design as sort of an offensive move. So both of these, the retail and the release date, are still to be determined, so please stay tuned for more details. And then next to them, of course, we have Hatsune Miku, who was also designed by Tetsuya Nomura. And so, she's a famous Vocaloid character from Japan. There was a big blowout celebration for her at New York Comic Con, and so we wanted to make sure that she was in time for that. So we're showing her again here just to keep fans really excited about this cute and cool design of Hatsune Miku by Tetsuya Nomura. Okay. So next door, we have our Warner Brothers and Batman figures. So from Batman Arkham Knight, the upcoming video game, we have Batman himself, of course. This figure we've shown before, and next to him, though, we have shown for the first time Harley Quinn. As you can see, we gave her a cool alternate face that we've applied here for her main display, sort of sneering, looking like she's going to go to town on somebody with that bat. And then next to her is the Arkham Knight, sort of the titular character of the new video game series. It seems like he's some kind of antagonistic force against Batman, but who he is or what his agenda is still yet to be revealed. So the price point for these and the release date hasn't been shared yet, but we're hoping to get them out sometime this year. And as you've noticed probably on all of the Batman figures, we have these sort of like cool effect pieces on the stands. This is for show only. So right now there's no plans necessarily to have them in retail or anything like that, but you're probably going to see them in future shows on our Warner Brothers and Batman related figures. And then of course up top we have our DC Static Arts minis. These have been out for a little while, but we just want to make sure that all the fans can get a full idea of how cute and how large the scale is for these cute little figurines. They retail at $49.99 and they're available now. So then we have a really exciting lineup. We shared this at San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con, but we wanted to share it one more time as we get closer to completing this really cool and very unique line of DC Comics variant action figures. So here we have the Batman Timeless series with this one here is the Bushido. It's sort of a samurai Batman. So the concept behind this line is what if a Batman existed throughout all kinds of different periods of history, real and imagined. So it's a little bit different from what exists in the comics, Bruce Wayne slipping through time. In this incarnation, we're thinking, oh, Batman always existed. There was always a call to justice, and he became that hero that was needed. So next to him, the Bushido Samurai Batman, we have Wild West. This is a cowboy Batman. So even though it's a cowboy, we haven't lost that signature Batman silhouette. You can see even his cowboy hat has ears. And this one is actually going to be for pre-orders starting tomorrow. The release date is sometime this summer, 2015, and the retail is going to be $120. As you can see, it has all kinds of accessories and a great huge cape and lots of effect pieces to go along with them. And next to the Wild West Batman, we have, this is one of our more like imagined time periods, steampunk Batman. So it's taking sort of the aesthetic of Victorian, Edwardian era technology, steam powered technology, and then applying it to a Batman figure. So you can see here like lots of cool details, lots of gears and pistons, and even on his chest piece there's some see-through plastic material, and underneath it are some gears and cogs. And finally, in our Timeless series, we have the Spartan Batman. So this is a sort of a Roman gladiator Batman. So he comes with a huge shield, he has a spear, and then sort of a flowing cape behind him in red. And that's our Timeless Batman series. So for a long time, our fans have been clamoring for us to attack the Marvel license, and now we finally get a chance to in our Marvel Comics Variants Play Arts Kai. So one of the ones that we're showing for the first time, rather, is Thor, as you can see here. And you can see this is sort of a first painted sample, so nothing is quite finalized yet. I think we're going to see a few more changes in Thor's sculpt. But other than that, you can see he has Mjolnir, and Mjolnir comes with a cool effect piece that makes it look like he's swinging it, and then a detachable effect piece to sort of have like a lightning effect to go along with them. And then next to him, actually this one is already up for pre-sale, is Iron Man. So we kind of wanted to have a sort of stealthy but also ballistic, which seem to be contrasting, but that's what we're kind of going for, is like the cool contrast of both stealth and ballistic in Iron Man here. So you see he has like a darker, sleeker design that's sort of a signature of Square Enix. And then, of course, we have the effect pieces that make him look like he's being propelled upwards. And then also from his thighs are these sort of like missiles being shot out as well. And then, of course, we had to bring him to New York because he's New York's own friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. We were really excited to attack this license, especially since Spider-Man is a really popular character in other countries outside of the United States, including Japan. So you see he comes with his webbing effect, so he can look like he's shooting his webbing. And then also like he's putting out a sort of a net, and then he has some other effects pieces, including pieces that make him look as if he's climbing. So we put our own unique Square Enix spin on this Marvel Comics variant of Spider-Man. And to go along with Spider-Man, we also don't have the prototype to show quite yet, but we wanted to show off the concept sketch of Venom. So I've actually seen pictures of the sculpt, and this figure is going to be really, really cool. I can't wait to show the prototype to you guys, hopefully at San Diego Comic-Con. And so over here we have our bread and butter Final Fantasy series figurines and figures. From the Static Arts Mini, we have, of course, Cloud, Sephiroth, and Tifa. Again, we've shown these before. These are already available for purchase at $29.99, but we just want to make sure the fans are all getting a chance to see these cute little mini statuettes. And next to them is the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Play Arts Kai of Cloud. As you can see, he is going to be $120, and his release date is May of 2015. But to make up for that sort of higher price point than has been usual, we have a ton of accessories, including giant swords that he's known for, like the Buster Sword style sword. And he also has a cloth piece on his pant that has some wire for posing. And next to him is Fran from Final Fantasy XII. As I've mentioned in the past when we've shown this figure, she was just a fan favorite of our MD team, and they didn't get a chance to do a figure of her when 12 first came out, so they just really wanted to go back and give some love to this character that they liked so much. And then, of course, there's some more Static Arts minis on the other side, the Moogle, the Chocobo, and Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. And then we're showing this one for the first time ever in the US. It's from Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Revolver Ocelot. We're showing him here in the gray sculpt, but of course the final version will be painted in full color. The release timing and pricing is still to be determined. And next to him, we have Punished Snake. So this is Snake as he's going to appear in Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, of course. And this is his sneaking suit, which is well known and loved by the fans. Next to him is the Man on Fire. Again, release timing and SRP is still to be determined, but Skullface and Quiet are already available for purchase, or already available for pre-sale, and they're going to be coming out a little bit later this year. And they're both retailing at $99.99.
The World Ends With You is very popular among a cult game among a lot of fans, and Square Enix recently did the mobile port. There's a lot of novelty merchandise that was released, like badges, t-shirts, tote bags. Any chance we could see The World Ends With You Play Arts Kai one day?
I think right now we don't have any plans to, unfortunately. But again, anything is always a possibility. And there's more of a possibility with something that's an internal IP, like The World Ends With You, than there is with perhaps, more far-fetched licenses.
Is there a way fans can voice what they want to be, what they want to see Square Enix make in regards to the Play Arts Skyline or anything else?
Sure. I mean, you can always contact us on Twitter, on Facebook. If you're following us, please, feel free to reply us and let us know what you think and what you're interested in seeing. Of course, the best way to show what you want to see next is to speak with your money and tell us what you love by purchasing it.
And finally, anything you want to tell fans about New York Toy Fair 2015, line up, anything like that? Any final message?
Well, thank you all for all of your support. I'm sorry I can't share more details at this time. Follow us on Twitter, and I'll try and share everything that we can. And stay excited. Look forward to all of the cool new variants that we have to offer, because that's definitely the line that is going to see the most expansion in the future.
Thank you very much, Kelsey.